expected the video to start? We gotta say something first.
Yes we do. We do have to say something before this video begins. Okay, this video was meant to go up quite a while back, but unfortunately Kishimoto loves to run his mouth so much online and pretty much confirm what we'd be discussing in this video, in this right here. Pretty much confirmed that a Sonic game made by Dimps pretty much is coming soon for us to look forward to, as he says right here. But I didn't want this video not to get posted because it was pretty much already like almost done. Like it was in like an editing process right when this gets announced. So I figured, well, might as well just release it. Don't want to just throw a video away. Got the thumbnail ready, so I figured I'd just go ahead and make it. So no harm, no foul. So this video may or may not have some outdated stuff I say in it. So like, and I also really just didn't feel like completely re-recording or just saying things differently, like, because this video took a while for me to write because I didn't really figure out, like, I didn't want to like stretch this video out too long. I just wanted to get my points across and just kind of give my thoughts on this, to be real. So that's kind of why this video might seem odd to release now, but I figured I'd just go ahead and make it. And yeah, thanks Kishimoto for ruining this video idea. I'm just joking. But anyways, with all that said, let's go ahead and start the video. So as we all know, when it comes to Sonic, there have always been two types of gameplay styles for him. Those being 2D games and 3D games. Now while the 3D stuff has been through a lot over the years, one thing that has always stayed pretty consistent, and that is the 2D style of gameplay for Sonic. No, not that. It begins with the classic Sonic games to the iconic handheld games like the Sonic Advance trilogy and the Sonic Rush titles, as well as handheld console versions of Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations and that, and of course the one and only Sonic Mania. While there once was a slip up or two, most of the time 2D Sonic games are really good and pretty simple, yes, but there's always something about each of them, whether it's the level design, the level themes, the music, the story, or just the overall gameplay itself. 2D Sonic games are always loved, going from what the franchise started out as to then becoming a great way to get a spin-off Sonic game out in between the big 3D mainline titles. Pretty good move, to be honest, and that's one of many reasons for what makes the 2000s such a memorable Sonic decade. But nowadays, we don't really see 2D modern games anymore, not counting Sonic Mania because it was more focused on the classics. The 2D modern games is where it's really at. We used to see them all the time back then, and now they're nowhere to be found, and not really sure why. Even though Sega did say they wanted to focus more on quality over quantity for Sonic, which is okay for Sonic Team so they could put all of their manpower into the next mainline 3D game, but here's the thing. Sonic Team didn't make the 2D modern Sonic games. No, it was in fact a company more well known nowadays for its Dragon Ball games, and that is Dimps. Yes, for all the Sonic handheld 2D titles and Sonic Unleashed, even Lost World 3DS version, even Sonic 4 were all made by Dimps. As a side project, all of those games were great except for the games Dimps made were not bad. The only ones that really weren't received well were Sonic 4 and Sonic 4. The last time Dimps made a Sonic game for Sega, it was while yes, we don't need a handheld portable game anymore because the handheld consoles aren't being made anymore unless you consider the Switch a handheld. The thing is, Dimps made one mess and now they're nowhere to be found. Why exactly? No one knows for sure. Maybe it was due to the fact that around this time, after Lost World came out, Dimps started making the iconic Dragon Ball Universe games. I don't know, to be honest. But something I do want to bring attention to, and that is, now that Sonic Frontiers was really well received, and again, with us waiting for quite some time on the next mainline 3D Sonic game, and with leaks coming out saying that there is a supposed 2D game releasing soon, apparently called Sonic the Hedgehog 5, this leads me to wonder, are Dimps returning to make the new 2D modern Sonic game that keeps getting leaked? Now you might be thinking, what about Christian Whitehead? Well, Christian Whitehead now no longer has any open relations with Sega. So, with Christian out, that begs the question, is it Dimps going to make the return to making the 2D Sonic games again? Dimps always made great Sonic games, even though some decisions can be questionable. While Dimps may have some annoying bits about their Sonic games, overall they can be overlooked. I still think a new Dimps game would be very cool to see, mainly due to the fact that again, Dimps have made so many great Sonic games in the past. I think if Sega gives them another chance, we can have another great 2D Sonic game series. Heck, it could be exclusive for the Switch for all I care. Each game has always had its own very little charm. If Dimps returns making another 2D Sonic game, I am all for it. If not, then oh well. At least we don't have to worry about death pits anymore. But I want to know, what do you think of Dimps possibly returning to make another 2D modern Sonic game again? Would you be excited or disappointed? Let me know down below. Anyways, with that said, everyone, love you all. See you in the next one. I got a big one planned you're not going to want to miss. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care.